Hi, I'm Emre. Today I'm gonna tell you something about how I got a remote job offer from Sweden and how the process of finding an abroad company uh, started for me. I'm working remotely from Izmir to Sweden. Maybe most of you already know that but I wanna say again about Izmir. Izmir is the third biggest city of Turkey. So I'm working as an iOS engineer at Textalk Media. I have been working uh, at this company, uh, which is located in Gothenburg, Sweden. I started to apply to companies from abroad in 2021. I had a great mentor in that year. I worked with him. It supported me so hardly, and thanks for that. I highly recommend every software developer to find a great mentor. So let's jump to my job finding process. At first, I was a little nervous about my English, especially the speaking part. So because of that, I searched for the most asked questions and answers from the recruiters uh, all around the world. As you know, recruiters have more or less the same questions for knowing the candidates better. I wrote my own answers and practiced on my own sentences for the possible questions. In the meantime, I continued to prepare for technical interviews. I got help from some books which are Advanced Swift, uh, Cracking the Coding Interview, some system design related videos. I watched some system design related videos on YouTube. I created free time for solving some lead codes questions, algorithm questions, and I can share that sources in the description below. Additionally, I created my own answers for some possible iOS related technical questions verbally. It felt relaxed both for my English and explaining myself confidently. I applied to almost 100 software companies with my awful CV at first, but as you can guess, so many of them didn't give me a green light even for a recruiter interview. First of all, I started fixing my bad CV, and also I wrote a cover letter template that explains myself clearly. In that process, my mentor did refactoring on it, and then uh, we decided the final version of my CV to send them to companies, and it worked after some improvements on it. After that, I started to apply for abroad companies from Berlin, Amsterdam, Gothenburg, Gothenburg, Stockholm, Prague, and Poland. And uh, after improving my CV, my uh, my everything started to went well, and I got some responses from some companies from that cities. Uh, and the first company that I interviewed with was the Spotify. Uh, I will never forget that moment. it went very well, but at that time I had a mandatory military service barrier, and Spotify doesn't have a software development in Turkey, and in that case I needed to find I needed to found my own company in Turkey, but that didn't work for Spotify in that time. Almost, yeah, almost 1 year ago. Not 1 year ago, but 10 months ago. So because of two reasons, the process didn't go further. And then I interviewed with two Berlin-based companies. I passed the first step and then jumped to the second step of the interview with one of those Berlin-based companies. But after that step, they didn't find me fit for their position. And also, I did an interview with Glovo, which is a delivery food delivery company, something like that. That position was in Poland. I passed the second technical interview with them, but it didn't go further step as well. Finally, I got an email from my current manager regarding my application to their iOS developer job advertisement. He invited me for the first touch and it went very well. After a couple of rounds of different interviews, I got a job offer, and then my current job process started. At first we talked about remote first option or working on site, but we decided to work remotely because of the pandemic. And my current manager said that nobody goes to the office, so in that case there is no need to come to Gothenburg for working on site. And my process started remotely. But for remote working, I needed to found my own company in Turkey for some laws, like getting money from abroad legally. I have my own consultant company in Turkey for 8 months for now. My all finding job process completed online. I didn't attend an on-site interview physically. It's great to for now it's great to work within a multicultural company. I met so many people around the world in Text Talk. So my colleagues, especially the iOS colleagues, are so kind and helpful people. They are more experienced than me. So everything is going well for now. And yes, for today's video, that's all what I wanted to say about my finding abroad job process. And see you in another video. Bye.